to another episode of A Work in Progress with myself, Lena Shipweta, your queen of hearts. Joining me is a familiar face, and I just want to point out actually that she is the producer of this show, and that's why she's joining me today. Please help me welcome Aina Raisa Cuello. Virtual claps. Hi, girl.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Obviously, a pleasure to have you back on the show with us.
Thank you, sweetie.
Now, I want to dedicate this specific episode to doing recaps and highlights of our 2025.
Yo,
Yeah.
I can't believe we shot January to December. We did a thing.
Yes.
We're onto something.
Yeah,
People
and-
must give us flowers.
No, 100%.
The viewers must
Please give us our flowers.
Yeah.
Also, all female production.
Right? Per. Fuck that.
And like I always say, it's a show for the youth, made by the youth. We are the youth. So we absolutely try to make sure that it resonates with a lot of the youth as well.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's one of my highlights also for 2025.
I think for me, the biggest highlight was, everybody that we had on,
Yeah.
all the creatives. The aim of this podcast is to highlight or document the work that people are doing. Hence,
Yeah.
it's called a work in progress.
Yeah.
So that one day when they are big shot celebrities, like when they become Beyonce or even better, Michael Jackson, level of fame,
Yeah.
they can then see that, this is where I started. This is what I did before I got to here.
Yeah.
This is actually the process and the journey that I, went through. So I'm like excited
Yeah.
to document these stories.
Yeah.
And I am glad that this podcast would one day be used as a point of reference
Yes.
to, the creatives themselves, their supporters, and just the industry as a whole.
Yeah. I think for me, it's starting off as a guest on the show and then getting the call like, you know what, we need you. We need your talent on our screens.
Yeah.
So just having to sit at the position of being a presenter or listening to all of these different stories it's very beautiful for me. And also it's a time where I sit down and I listen to stories and I sort of like get inspiration from these stories, because we do a lot of life stories also, and people tell us about their upbringing, they tell us about their challenges in whatever industry they are in and how they are facing them and all of that. So for me, it's also just to sit back and say, you know what, a lot of us are actually very similar. A lot of us go through similar challenges, and I guess because of also the environment that we all grew up in, it's like we have similar stories, upbringing stories, and we have similar goals actually, and we have similar ways of tackling those goals. So for me, it's a very inspirational time, very motivational time, and I always wanted to use my youth, especially my time as a youth, to inspire others, to motivate, to educate as much as I can. So a lot of the times when people sat opposite to me, it was a very inspirational time, even just for myself. So I learned so much from our guests. For example, even like Priska Nyolo, for example, a lot of people just know her as a beauty queen.
Yeah.
They didn't know her life story. They didn't know that she has this bubbly personality. It's so nice to sit opposite people and get to, or maybe it's just, I don't know if it's my personality that I bring that out of people.
Yeah.
But it was a very inspirational time for me, to be honest.
You are a brilliant host.
Yeah,
too.
so are you, girl.
So, it's only natural that people can feel comfortable to share their stories with you. It's only natural that people can feel vulnerable in front of you.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes a good presenter. If you can't make people feel natural, if you can't make people feel comfortable, if you can't neutralize the situation or your environment as a presenter, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Because people come to your show there was traffic, their way got rained on, somebody cast them out just before they get on set.
Yeah.
So it's your responsibility
Yeah.
to make them feel, just shed some light off.
Yeah. Now I want to call this next segment the award segment. We're calling it the award segment. So because you're the producer and you're behind the camera most of the time, you and also you got to edit the episodes. You then know all our guests.
Yes.
You've sat through all the interviews. You've sat through everything. So you'll be able to sort of award these people,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
You can also maybe ask me and I will be able to award them.
Okay.
Your funniest guest.
My funniest guest. Yo, the year has been long.
Yeah, like I'm also having to go through like.
I'm thinking now, 11 months down the line,
Yeah.
who was my funniest guest?
I have an award to give to the funniest guest.
Funniest. Who was funny? Akharob.
Okay.
Akharob, and I think it's only natural because
He's a
Akharob was a
comedian.
comedian.
Yeah.
So I thoroughly enjoyed Akharob's episode. It was one of those light-hearted episodes, and I think the presenter at the time, Nahenda, did such a brilliant job.
Big shout out to Nahenda, guys.
With
Please.
interviewing Akharob, but that one of my favorite episodes. Yeah.
My funniest, and only because naturally we were like laughing a lot of the times, and it's just her personality, I guess. But Tekla was up there for me.
Okay.
I vividly remember that interview where I just sat there and I'm like, this girl is just so bubbly. Like she just laughs at everything.
And she was like, yo, yo, at this and that.
Yeah.
Okay. Your next one goes to who?
The next one, maybe somebody that has the most touching life story.
I think for me, Zulu Boy.
Okay.
Zulu Boy, I think, was so authentic. And I'm not saying others were not authentic, but I feel like his story was raw.
Yeah.
A lot of people could relate to his story. Or maybe personally, I could relate. Yeah. But like that was so touching for me. I just saw myself in his story.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the way that he, narrated his own story. Maybe it was the emotions that he said, specific sentences and words with. Maybe like there was just something outstanding about Zulu Boy.
I also just want to say, like, the fact that you mentioned, like, personally, like, for anybody that has been watching the episodes, if you also feel like personally this is who I found inspirational, please just comment down below. We are also just mentioning our own personal faves in those specific categories, because remember, it's an award segment, so we're giving away awards. Mine's most inspirational will probably have to be Sergio, because, right?
Yeah.
Sergio as well, his life story is very different, mixed race family, moving all the way from Zimbabwe to Namibia. It was just inspirational, man. Like somebody that's really going out of their way and saying,
I remember
have to make
him
it.
so vividly, and I can see him seated in that couch in our studio, and he said he left home in Zimbabwe to come to Namibia, and he didn't have a plan. He was just shooting his shot, and eventually he made it. Life will always work out. I always tell young people that go aggressively in the way of your dreams, because it will work out. And I think for me, that's the biggest lesson I have learned over the years. Just do it. Even if you think it might not work, but if it's honestly what you really, really want, like from the depths of your heart, go aggressively in that way, because it will work out. Because you have no other option. It has to work.
It does.
It has to align. There is no plan B. I often say to myself, no, but Aina, why do you have a plan B? If you have a plan B, it's like
you don't believe in your dreams.
You don't believe
in yourself.
because there's something you are going to fall on. You are a bit safe. So I think even for me in 2026, like there is no plan B. It's blue or red, and that's it. There's no gray area.
Okay, perfect. Best dressed.
Oh, Renate.
Oh, thank you. No, we have to give Renate her flowers.
Renate really makeup, hair, everything. I was like, girl.
Her outfit ate. She really just had that. And even her personality. Actually, that's a different category. But like that Renata best dressed down. I really enjoyed it. And I think she understands the importance of showing up and showing out.
Yes.
People take you seriously. People want to listen to you. So it was a very beautiful thing to see. Best personality?
Best personality.
Renata already won an award, so we can't give her that one.
Yeah, so we can't give her that one. Best personality. Muki. I have two.
Okay.
Muki If y'all don't know Mookie, come on.
She's also another comedian, content creator.
Mookie and Dem Etu.
Okay.
Dem Etu and their personalities are so far apart.
Yes, but
Mookie is very bubbly,
yes.
you know, very you know, and Etu just I don't know how to explain Etu.
She's an emotional person. She feels
and she connects
things
deeply with you.
Yeah.
She's able to connect like with somebody like really, really high class and somebody from the hood and somebody in the middle.
Yeah.
Like she just knows how to, I don't know, I think it's bring people together.
Yeah.
Maybe for a lack of a better word, I don't know how to explain it, but I think her personality is bomb. What about you?
I really liked Delta's personality.
Oh, I love Delta.
I really, really liked Delta's personality. And I got to sit down with her and it felt like I was talking to my sister. You know?
Love
it was
Delta.
a very like relatable connection instantly. And a lot of the times when you watch something or you speak to somebody, you want to feel that. You want to feel that connection.
Yeah.
So like her personality was just like amazing. It's not anything we expected. Of course, we see the YouTube videos and stuff, but like it was just so nice to be around her also. Yeah, she's a very welcoming person. Yeah, she's not the loudest in the room, but she's just like once she's on, she's on.
Yeah, she's a sweet girl.
Yeah. Most creative person.
In terms of what? Because all of them are creative.
Obviously, all of them are creatives, but even just in the way maybe they spoke, in the way they presented their art, in the way they conduct their art as well.
For me, it will have to be Dem Etu.
Okay.
I think Dem Etu, like just the way she spoke, she had variation.
Yeah.
And she's a poet, maybe that's why.
I think a lot of the people that we are awarding, it fits so well in the categories because of what they do. Yeah.
Dem Etu. Man, I just love the girl maybe.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of obsessed with her maybe. Today I was even wearing a shirt written Dem Etu.
Okay.
I changed my outfit. I'm having a Dem Etu shirt on. I'm just like a super fan of Dem Etu. I think she's brilliant.
You know, I'm so grateful and glad that you used the word fan, because today a lot of people shy away from using that word fan. But where does fan come from? From the word fanatic. And when you're fanatic about something, you're like basically invested in something. You really like that something. It doesn't necessarily mean that you worship that something.
Yes.
You know, so
people are now onto
like supporters because they don't want to
bye.
see. Like if you are a fan, you are a fan,
if
guys.
you are a fan, you are a fan. If you are famous, you are famous.
Yes.
If you are a celebrity, we'll address you
yes,
as such. It's just the way it is.
But like Namibians have this thing where there's like no celebrity in Namibia.
Namibians, I think we need to calm down, man. Let's give people their flowers.
Yeah.
And it's you that made these people famous.
Yes.
So why do you not want to acknowledge them? Because you follow them, you consume their art, you buy their art, you hype them, you repost their stuff all the time. That eventually makes the person famous.
Yes.
So you made this person famous.
Yeah.
So now it's funny to me why you would not acknowledge what you have made. Because fans make us.
Yes.
You can't be a celebrity without a fan base. So I don't understand why Namibians don't want to acknowledge their work. Lena is literally your work. You did this. You made Lena. You gave Lena this platform. So why do you not want to say, oh Chomi, I made you. I'm such a fan of yours.
Like I really don't get it. It's really not that deep, to be honest. It's really not.
But Mama, you get a grootkop.
No, but like, come on, I've been in the industry for 10 years. If I was going to get a grootkop, I would have gotten it year 2 or something already. Come on. But with the award, maybe also directly in line, because he's also a poet, Solve X.
And Solve X was in my class. I'm so proud of Solve X because I feel like, yo, dude, I contributed to you. And what I love about him, he's so humble and he has so much respect for me particularly. I think it was last night, he sent me a book. He's trying to also invest in the people that poured into him. So I'm just like, wow, you're onto something. And you will definitely make it. I think he's one of the people that I want to see win so badly.
Yes, yes.
And I'm sure he will win.
100%.
He has been winning already,
Yeah.
inviting me to the shows, to his shows rather. He's like, oh, Miss Quayo, please come through.
He calls me Miss Quayo. The respect, I love it.
And he's so passionate about the art.
He's very passionate.
He's very passionate about the art. And I hope that he doesn't lose his spark. I hope that, you know, the art is kind to him and that he can literally reap from the art what he has invested.
Yeah. Okay. No, I love it actually. So X is one of my favorites as well. I've also, after the interview, really followed his journey as well, like fully on.
And it was funny how you interviewed Sylvester.
Yes.
Because I just called you where you pull up.
Nahenda was not available that day, so I filled in for her that day, and I interviewed him that day, and I was like, oh, this was really nice. Yeah. And he's also a very supportive person, hey?
Very. Yeah. He always shows up. He
very supportive.
And I just value people who show up. I think there's a level of respect that you will get from me if you're the type who shows up.
Yes.
Like, why are you not showing up, colleagues? Like, you have to. I just respect people who are men of their words.
Yeah, also.
You have to be a man.
And we've went through our fair share of guests letting us down at the last moment.
That's the perk of television. Yeah. I think a lot of people don't understand the urgency of television. Yeah. Like, you can't. I think people also are scared of television.
People want to appear perfect
on television because it's television and the whole world is watching. You want to be perfect, but I can assure you now today, it's not the perfect people who make television. It's your authentic personality that makes television. So you can show up however you are. A good example of somebody who shows up the way they are and are doing so well and everybody has so much respect for them is John Halenge, for example. He does TikTok television. I mean, it's not television, but it's social media. It's still a screen. So, like the way he shows up, it's his authentic self. That's why he's blowing up right now, because people kind of can relate, people appreciate. It's not perfect, it's just who I am.
Yes, 100%. On the topic of showing up, most punctual,
Lena. Clock
it.
No, but honestly, I think the lesson that I've learned from you so far is to be on time. I wouldn't say I'm the most punctual person, but now also I've understood the importance of being punctual, maybe through having a close relationship with you. Like now I try my utmost best to be on time. Like if you say be there at 12, I will try and start getting ready at 11. I'm not the best yet, but I'm working on it and I'm slowly but surely getting there. I was in a room where I was being trained by media, what do we call her? Not powerhouse, like media legend, maybe, Nora Apollos. And she was like, the moment you are late, it's disrespectful to your guest. You cannot at any chance in your life normalize a culture of tardiness. And I think those words also keep playing at the back of my mind, that now I'm starting to take being punctual very seriously. Chomi, I'm working on it. Like that's my goal also for 2026, just be on time. Like when people say 6, they mean 5. So be there at 5:30. If you are late, you are there at 5:30. So it's also something I learned from Bonang. I watch Bonang a lot.
You do. You absolutely love Bonang.
I watch Bonang a lot and I'm like, Bonang always says, darling, I'm there like 7, I'm there at 6. So now I'm like, it's really important to, like, you can't disrespect people. These people are waiting for you. People took out time, effort, money, and just energy to be there, but like you're showing up late. It's highly disrespectful.
It is highly disrespectful. And I think for me, what helps is that I grew up, I like to term it as a military home. My grandfather was a police officer. So school started at 7:15, but we were at school by 6:30.
Yo.
Like we were in front of the school by 6:30. School is not open, nothing.
But you are there.
We are there, whether it's winter, summer. My grandfather will just make sure you have all the jackets in the world, but you're standing in the schoolyard by 6:30.
Yo.
You are there. So it's engraved in me.
Yes.
And then also from high school up until university, I had German as a subject. And German people are very punctual people. In fact, with Germans, it's exactly that. If they say we start at 7 and you're not there by 6 and you're even there at 5 minutes past 6, it's like so disrespectful. Like, and everybody you start being an outcast because you are late.
Yes.
Yeah. So for me, it was always that thing. And also, I just don't like to come to a place and people feel a certain type of way because I'm late. And then I also have to now do the extras of trying to make people laugh
and trying to explain yourself.
Explain myself, come up with a lie.
The traffic, the rain, my cat, my dog.
Like we all have cats and dogs. We went through that same traffic to get to where you are, to get to where we're supposed to be. But it's also just a thing about like, when you're walking into these spaces, at some point, people are going to get tired of you constantly being late. You always have a very tardy excuse that you're making up. It's just like, okay, fine, yes, you look nice, you are probably one of the best in the room, but like you're always late. And we can't stop our production because Aina is always late. Until when you don't have respect for yourself, you don't have respect for the next person. And you don't want to be known as that, because now the next person who's always on time is not at the same level of experience or talent as you, but they are going to get the gig compared to you because you're always late.
You are always late.
Yeah.
And it's so sad when I go to events and an MC is late.
Imagine.
I can't be late for an MC gig.
Yeah.
I can be late for coffee.
Yeah.
I can be late.
Yeah, like for your personal stuff with your friends.
I can never be late for a gig.
No, it doesn't make sense. Like, you know how the example you made about if you have to be there at 12:30, you start getting ready at 11. I start getting ready at 10.
Yeah.
Like
2
by
hours
10, I've probably already showered. Now, this is my time to start doing my makeup, be done with my makeup by 11 maybe. And then I still, for me, in my head, only have 30 minutes left because now 11:30, I have to leave.
Yeah.
You know? And depending, because I have to be there at 12:30, if I leave at 11:30, I'll probably be there at 11:45.
Depending on the distance, maybe.
Yeah, you get. So I will be there ahead of my time. Even if I forgot something at home, I still have enough time to go and come back and still be on time.
Okay, so that's the trick.
That is the trick.
Okay. Cool.
What are you looking forward to with the show in 2026?
I mean, I'm looking forward for a renewal of a contract. Come on, please. NAMPA. Me.
Yeah.
Because, when I was studying broadcasting, I didn't really think much of it until I actually started working in it.
Okay.
And I realized that I'm actually a broadcaster at heart.
Yes.
I like making television.
Yes.
I like being on television.
Yes.
And even now, when I got my corporate job, it was time for me to resign from full-time television.
Yeah.
And then I said to God, how can I resign from myself?
Yeah.
Because this is what I do. And yes, I did pray maybe for elevation and growth in my career, but would I really leave broadcasting behind? Few days passed, I'm getting a call from NBC. No, come through. What are you doing? And I said to myself in that moment, broadcasting will always follow
Always. It always finds you.
Even when I had stopped producing my own show, Weekly Rap, NTV then called me.
Yes.
It just says to me that this is what I'm supposed
You need
to
end something in order for me to start something else for you. Yeah.
And also now I know for a fact that broadcasting will always call me.
Yeah.
Even like when I stopped producing my own show, I was like, let me just give myself a break.
Yeah.
And then NTV called me. I then got into full-time presenting.
Yeah.
And then at the time, NAMPA also called me. And it's just making sense to me that this is my thing.
Exactly.
And now when I'm in full-time corporate, I was just saying to my friend, like, just a few minutes ago that, yo, I need to put out something.
Yeah.
I need to start producing
Yes.
my own thing again because I don't have rest. I don't have rest if I don't do broadcasting.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need to
So
be on a production of some sort.
I need to be
Yeah.
on a production
Yeah.
of some sort.
And I hear you because there's just some sort of like craving and itch for being on a production, whether you are in front or behind the camera. You
Yeah.
just like need to be on a production because that is exactly, you feel like that's what you were made for.
Yes.
Yeah, so I get it.
2026, I'm definitely doing my own show.
Yay!
I'm hoping to get a renewal for this contract.
Yeah.
And what else do I want to do? I think I've reached my peak.
No,
Not-
no.
No,
I don't think so.
In Namibia, I don't think
Okay.
there's anything that I have
Bigger
not
for
done
you. No, but how do you know that they are not creating a bigger stage
currently.
currently?
I feel like I've done
Okay.
everything that
Okay.
I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Everything that I had prayed and asked for,
Yeah.
I've done.
Yeah.
So now I think I need to go international.
Yes, let's do it.
That's-
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
But I'm not saying I'm not open to doing stuff in Namibia. I'm definitely open to do stuff. I want to do like bigger productions.
Yeah.
I still want to MC. The NAMPAs
Yeah.
are coming up. I want
Yeah.
the NAMPAs. That's my gig.
Yeah, it's our gig.
As
Please
a
call
what
us.
one
Call us,
presenter,
please.
it's only right
Yeah.
that I host the biggest music show in the country.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's only right that you put me on.
Can
with
we
my
co-present?
friends. Yes.
Come on.
So I want to do Miss Namibia again.
Yes.
I want to do all the live productions. So let me
100%.
say this on camera so that when it happens, I have reference.
Yeah.
So it's the NAMPAs, it's Miss Namibia, it's Simply You, it's the Sports Awards, it's MTC Content Creators. Those are
Yes.
the big five.
Those are the big five actually happening
And
right
I want to do all of them next
Yeah.
year. So help me God.
Yes.
On God,
Yes.
I will do them.
Yay.
I will host main stage, not red carpet Sundays.
No, main stage. Come
on
on.
God.
That's what you were made for. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me on our final recap episode. This is such a full circle moment for, I guess, myself and the entire audience.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining. Your insights, the awards you gave, everything 10 out of 10. Thank you for producing such a powerful and inspirational show. And to 2026.
To 2026, must it was.
Let's twice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our producer of the show, Aina Reza Kweyo. From her and myself, Lena Chipata, your queen of hearts, closing off the year at a high note. For the very last time for 2025, it's bye and see you next year.